Charlie smiled slightly. I don't want to exchange two sets, prepare one for you and Mom, and let you use this top skincare product. Claire was about to speak. Elaine jumped up from the sofa with excitement, ignoring wearing slippers, ran over barefoot and limping, and said with excitement, "Oh, my good son-in-law. Did you really get that caviar skincare product for Mom?" Charlie nodded, and handed her one of the gift boxes. Elaine took the gift box over, without saying anything, just sat on the ground, and opened it excitedly. After opening it, seeing the huge gift box filled with all kinds of cosmetics, she became ecstatic and said, "Damn. So many things? This will be the most expensive in their company. That luxurious suit, right?" Charlie nodded and smiled. Mom is quite eye-sighted. This is indeed their most expensive suit. Elaine's eyes flashed with excitement, and even a little trembling said, "Oh God. This is really the top platinum suit? God. This set costs nearly 400,000, right?" Claire on the side was dumbfounded and asked, 400,000? Why is this thing so expensive? Elaine immediately said, "You don't understand. The most basic suit of this brand costs more than 100,000, and the most expensive is this platinum suit. No, I have to take a picture for the circle of friends to show off." After speaking, she immediately jumped back to the sofa with one foot and took out her mobile phone. Claire pulled Charlie aside and said with some complaints, "Mom just said casually in the morning, why did you really buy her such expensive skincare products? A set of 400,000, which is too scary. Now, why are we such a family?" Charlie smiled and said, "Isn't there a special channel? You don't need to care too much." Claire whispered, "I'm afraid that Mother will look for this in the future. If she keeps asking you to buy her such expensive skincare products, what can you do?" Charlie smiled slightly. "No, haven't you noticed that your mother has converged too much now? Just consider it as a reward for her converging during this period of time, so that she can converge even more in the future." Just as he was talking, Elaine had already used her mobile phone to take a small video of moments, and said excitedly, "Look at the 2 sets of caviar skincare products my good son-in-law bought me. They are all platinum suits. The 2 sets add up to at least more than 700,000. When Charlie heard this, he immediately said, "Mom, these 2 sets are not for you. You and Claire have the same." "Ah," Elaine said distressful. "How young is she at first? She is naturally beautiful, and I can't find a wrinkle on her face. Why does she need to use this anti-aging skincare product now? Moisturizing is actually enough." Charlie immediately resolutely said, "No, it is originally the 2 of you each with 1 set. You can't take the Claire set as well." Elaine still feels 10,000 times reluctant, but now she dare not yell at Charlie. Stop clamoring. Even if she talks back, she dare not. So she can only nod angrily. "Well, Mom listens to you, and Claire and I have 1 set of these 2 sets of skincare products." Claire said, "I can't bear to use such expensive things." Elaine's eyes lit up, and she was about to say, "You are reluctant to use it." Charlie took the words and said, "My wife, if you are reluctant to use it, then I will withdraw both sets." "Hey, don't." Elaine panicked, and said hurriedly, "Claire, this is Charlie's intention. You are not allowed to be a donkey liver and lungs." Claire wanted to say something. Charlie picked up a set, handed it to her, and said seriously, "If your husband gave you something, you can use it with confidence. When it's used up, your husband will buy it for you again." Claire felt Charlie's deep love for her, and she felt sweet in her heart, and finally nodded and agreed. Seeing this, Elaine said excitedly, "I have to go back to the room to wash my face, and then use it first. I can't wait to feel it." After speaking, she took the cosmetics and took the elevator to the 3rd floor. Claire looked at her back and sighed helplessly. "It seems that my mother's vanity-loving character cannot be changed in this life. However, the current mother is not without improvement. At least she treats Charlie better than before, and at home is not as aggressive and taunting as before, and the home environment is therefore much more stable." At this moment, her mobile phone suddenly received a call, and it turned out to be her mother Elaine. "Hey Mom, what's the matter?" Elaine said anxiously, "Claire, come to my room. Come by yourself, don't let Charlie follow." "What's the matter, Mom?" Say it when you come. Claire had no choice but to say to Charlie, Mom is asking me over. Charlie didn't think too much, and nodded gently. She took the elevator to the third floor and came to Elaine's room. As soon as she reached the door, she was pulled in by Elaine. Then she immediately locked the door and said nervously, Good girl. I doubt it. Charlie cheated. Ah. Derailed? Claire frowned. Why? Why? Elaine immediately took out a shopping receipt and blurted out, Look at this. This receipt shows that Charlie bought 3 copies of the same platinum suit, so why did he only get 2 back? More, what about the one that came out? It must be given to a vixen outside.